Hello, hello, hello. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world right now. Hope you're good, hope you're well, hope you're ready. Today is not only Wednesday. It's not only Wednesday Wisdom with Coach Cody. It's only payday. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Hopefully we're there. We're okay. Can you hear me? Good morning, good morning. Restream seems to be having a bit of a technical difficulty right now, and I don't know why. The chat seems to be struggling. I don't think Facebook chat is working today. I think Twitch is okay. I can see Twitch coming through. I think there seems to be an issue. I just had to kind of reset Facebook. But it appears at the moment that, yeah, session expired. You need to reconnect your channel to Restream. But I've already done that. So, for some reason, Facebook is not coming through on the chat. And I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm not getting any notifications through on the Facebook chat. Bear with me a second, guys. We will fix this. Restream seemed to be going a little bit crazy this morning. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. It does say it's working. It does say it's online. Yeah, but for some reason, there's no chat. All right, sorry, guys. If you want to talk to me this morning, you're going to have to come across to Twitch. Facebook's just... I don't know. Facebook's just Facebook, right? I can only see chat on Twitch. Even though I can see... yeah, I can see it's there. It says It says you need to reconnect your channel to your Restream dashboard. But I've already done that. So I've already reconnected it. I've done everything. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I can't. I'm so sorry, guys. I can't see Facebook chat. There is no Facebook chat this morning. But don't worry, Fitzy will be there. So if you want to stay on Facebook, it's okay. Fitzy will be there. I just can't see the comments this morning. It's one of those things. But look, we're going to jump into a stream today and we're going to do some stuff. So don't worry too much. I'm not sure if the alerts are going to work. I'm pretty sure the alerts are also going to be struggling because, I don't know, Restream just had a bit of a moment this morning. You pay for a service, you expect it to work. Sometimes it plays up. I don't know if it's Restream or Facebook. Facebook's played up before, but this is different. This was like the authentication between Restream and Facebook that seems to have played up now. So it means that when I reconnected it for some reason, it hasn't connected. But hello, I can see you all. I'm glad you're there. I was panicking for a minute. I was like, where's the family? Couldn't see you when we started. But yeah, I think so. Hey Ron. Shadow, how you doing? I can see you all go. Honorable Shogun, hope you're well. Hope you're good. Mackie Ryder, how you doing? All right, look, let's jump into this. It does work. I can see you on Facebook and can see all of you over there. Just can't see the comments at the moment. I don't really want to stop the stream and then start it again and restart the machine, which would be the solution to this problem, I think. But look, it's fine. We're just going to work through, okay? We're going to work through. It's going to be all good. We're going to bring Coach Cody in a bit. If you do have any questions, do type them in the chat. Even though I can't see the chat on Facebook, Fitzy is there and he will relay any messages. So any questions you've got, anything that needs to be mentioned, please, please, please do use them because I will be able to see them. I will be able to see them. So with that being said, let's jump into today's show. Quite a big show today. Quite a lot to go through. We're going to bring Coach Cody in just a moment, but before we do that, I just want to have a quick chat with you. There's some important things I want to go through. One of the things I want to talk about today is, as I've mentioned, and as many of you may be aware, it is payday. It is our first official payday. Axie Scholar UK are doing their first pay run to the scholars today. And as I mentioned in the last stream, I noticed something with the pay run, and it's something that I needed to change. Bear with me one sec. Excuse me. So, if somebody was to become a scholar around the middle of the month, and they were to work for 2 weeks, now bear in mind that SLP is locked for 2 weeks, and that's by Sky Mavis, so there's nothing we can do about that. So when SLP is locked, what we need to do is wait for Sky Mavis to unlock it before we can pay it out. And we were doing pay runs once a month. Now, if we do pay runs once a month and you start in the middle of the month, means by the time that your SLP is unlocked, if you just miss that pay run, you then have to wait for the next pay run. And that could mean that you're waiting 6 weeks to get paid. 6 weeks to get paid. Like, that's not fair, right? No one should have to wait 6 weeks to get paid. So we looked at it and we said, okay, well, what can we do? And the answer to it was, well, instead of doing every month, we do every 2 weeks. And if we do every 2 weeks, what that means is that even if you miss the first payday, you'll get a second one. And by the way, I can now see the comments. I've loaded up Facebook, so I'm able to see the comments now. They're starting to come through. The only challenge I've got on Facebook now with those comments is there's so many of them. And it's loading everything up. So just give me a second whilst I... Okay, nice. Here we go. I'm going to move this onto a different screen so I can see it all. I can see all your comments now. I can see everyone here. Thank you so much, guys. Wow. Okay, how you doing? Let's go back through a couple of these now. My bet 1 peso. Haynes like SLP is going to 1 peso, right? Yes, Jose, that was a good idea. I should have done it. The only problem is you told me that I can open my mobile phone to see my comments, but you told me on Facebook and I couldn't see it. Raphael, yes, congratulations to all the scholars who are going to receive their first paycheck today. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I can see you all now. I hope you're good. So yeah, that's what we're going to do now. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do every 2 weeks. Now, I'm just going to move the chat over here so I can kind of try and keep track of it. In fact, I can pop it out. Actually, do you know what? I don't actually mind this. I don't mind Facebook Live Producer. I've never used it before. I always just use Restream. But it's all good. So, all right, let's just have a quick talk because it's payday. All right, and I can see all now. I can see you all now. I can see all of the comments. And a lot of you are already saying this, which is really good. Saying you're going to hold on to your SLP. All right. I get it. Let's go over to the screen. So, first thing we need to do is make sure we're sharing the right screen. So, bear with me a second while I just change that over. Main screen, properties, 1 sec. I don't know why, like my whole I've been away for like 1 day and my whole stream seems to have gone crazy. All right, here we go. Now we need to bring this window over. Here we go. Here we are. All right, so let's have a look at where we are this morning. Ether, big pump up this morning. Big pump this morning on Ether up to $3,500, okay? So we know that Ether is now worth $3,500, which means that if we look at where everything else is, we can see the trend line for AXS. It's broken a trend. So let's go back and have a look at AXS because this is another important one. Pump, Okay, it found this new level. It pushed up, it pushed down, it pushed up, it pushed down. Now what it's done is, even though it's pushed down back into this channel, it's broken this trend line. So what do we normally get when we break a trend line? Retest and a Kobo. So I'm expecting AXS to drop down to about 64. Now, one of the biggest problems that we've got with AXS at the moment is bots and traders. Bots and traders who are in here who are trying to make quick money out of AXS with absolutely zero interest in the ecosystem. They're not interested in Axie Infinity or the game or scholars or anything else. They're just interested in making some quick money. So this has a knock-on effect, because what we need is for this to balance out and for SLP to go up. Now, I told you about this. I told you what was happening. It pushed. We said it was going to pump. We saw it pumping. We knew that it was going to break out. We expected a breakout. We knew it was coming. It started. Let's go back. It started to consolidate around this area here. And remember, we've talked about this before. When it starts to punch along a trend line, it weakens the trend line until it pushes through. So we saw it here. We saw it again here. And then here's the breakthrough. Okay, so that happened. Now, the problem, because that was good. So far, everything was right. We was in a downward trend. It broke up and it retested. That was everything that we expected. Okay? The trend is your friend until the bend in your end. Retest, Kobo. But what happened? We didn't get the Kobo. We didn't get the kiss off and the bugger off. Instead, what we got was a continuation down. So now, because at this point here, this did not do what we wanted it to do. So the first time this happened, it looked like what was called a fake out. It fakes going down before going up. That looked like a possibility. It looked like what could happen. But then it kind of started to consolidate in this area, and then it dropped down again. So we've talked about this before, and we've looked at this, and we've said 15 cents and 11 cents. But 11 cents is a really hard support line. Okay, if we go back through time, and if I go back onto like the daily chart, sorry, not the weekly, but if I go back onto the daily chart and we have a look from like the start of time when SLP started, we can see that this line, and it's not perfectly accurate, but you get the idea that around this line here, around this kind of area here, all right, is where these candles, all right, and then let's just go back through because I want you to see this. Can you see this? It starts here. This is where it started back in April. Okay, it started at 11 cents. It pushed back down. It went under and it come back up again. Okay, and it's a couple of candles popped down below, but they closed above. All right, and it's okay if it drops under as long as it closes above on the daily. That's what we're interested in. And we're looking at the daily. The daily is what we're really looking at. So as we come across, we can see it then pumps a massive pump up. Right, we had the whole July spike, pumps up, comes back down again. It's now sitting at where it was. Look, it hasn't closed below. We've had a couple of spikes down, but no different to what we had here and here. All right, the only time back in May, this was the big May crash that we had where everything got hit. That was the big May crash when everything got hit hard. That's the only time it's dipped below. It's the only time it's dipped below. So I'm confident this is a really, really strong support line. And I'm confident that SLP won't go below this line. I might be wrong, but I'm confident. I'm very confident. And you have to have some level of confidence because otherwise you're in the wrong game. So I think that what this is going to do now is what it's done all along, is it's going to bounce within this channel until it can break up, push up, and go through. All right, and I fully expect it to still come up here. I'm fully expecting this. I just think it's going to take a little bit longer. So we're going to see a little bit of a pump, I think, up to here. All right, before we see a little bit of playment around here, before we see a pump up again. All right, and it may go back down and up, and it may do this, but it's going to do something along this. Like, that's my thought process, because if it goes down now, okay, if it goes down and it stays down and it pushes down, then it's got nowhere else to go. It's going down to like 4 cents, and then it's going down to 0. And it can't go down to 0. Like, Sky Mavis can't let that happen. They can't. They're very, very aware of what's happening here. They're very aware. Right? They're going to be launching things. They're going to be doing things. This week, you're going to see some stuff coming out. I really, really wish we could have had our conversation yesterday with Andrew. I'm so sorry that conversation got cancelled. We will be doing it again. We're going to be doing that conversation with Andrew from Axie Infinity on the 15th. And we're going to be doing it. In fact, I can confirm with you right now, because I have the time. We are going to be doing on the 15th at 6 a.m. PST. 6 a.m. PST on the 15th is going to be our interview. Yes, absolutely, with Zori TV. Zori TV, absolutely. That's going to be on the 15th at 6 a.m. PST. And hopefully, I want to ask him all these questions. I want to ask him about land. I want to ask him about recycling Axie. I want to ask him all of these questions because he's going to be the best person to be able to give us some feedback. Like, where do we go from here? I really wanted to get him on yesterday. It was a really important conversation that I wanted to have with him. He is traveling at the moment, and so it wouldn't have been fair to you to have a mobile call with him. And I understand. So it's all good. But yeah, he'll be back. So that's where we are at the moment. So the reason I'm sharing this with you and the reason we're going through this is because if I go down to the 1 hour chart, we can see it's starting to go sideways. Okay, it's still going down a little bit. When we look at these charts, okay, we try and look at these like lows. One of the things we try and do when we try and look at these charts and we try and plot these charts out is we try and work out, okay, so what's happening? Where is it? So we can see here. All right, we can get rid of these ones now. These ones don't really work anymore. So we have to update our graph when more candles print, okay? Now we can see that even on the 1 hour, we're still in a downward trend. So these candles are still lower lows, okay? We're getting these lower lows, which means that this low is lower than this one, and this low is lower than this one, meaning that we're actually going down, okay? A lower low. So when the next low is lower than the previous low, that's called a lower low, and a lower low means we are in a downtrend. Okay? Opposite, the other thing we look for is what's called a higher high. So we look for the highest peak, which is like here. Okay, nothing's going above this right now. So we've got lower highs and lower lows, which means that this high point is lower than this. This high point and this high point. Okay, it's lower and it's lower. So we're going down. Okay, we're like the Titanic right now. We're heading down, and that's okay. It's totally okay to be doing that because we know that this is a trend. Okay, we know this is a trend. And so what do? What do we say when we go through a situation like this? Okay, we take this highest point, take this one. So there we go. We can see our trend line. Now what we're waiting for at the moment. Okay, what we're waiting for at the moment is we're waiting to break this. Okay, so we can see these lower lows. We know what's happening here. So because we're in a downtrend, how do we break a downtrend? We break a downtrend by going up. All right, so I can take these points right here. I can take these latest candles, which is all I've got, is these two right now. That's all I've got to work on. Okay, so I come here and I say, right, okay, this was the highest high here. And this is the new highest high right here. So we can see that we are starting to consolidate. Our consolidation right now is here. And we're going to see some movement around the 3rd of September. Okay, because what's going to happen at the moment, I'm going to make this bigger so you can see it. We've got what's called a consolidation happening, which is this space here. Okay, you can see this area here. This is it's compressing. So what we've got here is this is our solid support line. And this is our trend line that we can see. And it's only a weak trend line. So we need to wait for more candles before we can make any decisions. But based on what we can see, it hasn't been able to break above this trend line. So what are we waiting for? Well, right now we're going to recreate our previous thesis. I think it's going down. Okay, and it might even be that we could say that was the trend line. All right, and it's starting to break above it. Okay, we could even look and say, do you know what? Actually, if we were to come even shorter here, that one's not really going to work. I mean, there's 2 points from here and here, but that's not really good. Like you can make lines where you want them. Like you could get to a point where you're like, oh look, I want this to be a line. I think this doesn't look too bad because right now we've got if we just zoom in a little bit further, we can see it's touched here. All right, it pushed above it here, but it fell back down. It tried to touch it here. It touched it here. And right now it's sitting on this line. So, I mean, that could be a stronger line. It could be a stronger line. And it could be that we're actually, this is the breakout right now. Could be that this is the breakout and we're going to retest in Kobo. That's very possible. Or it might be that we haven't quite hit it yet, or we're just about to hit it. And it could be here. All right, now this does look like a sharp movement, and this does look like something could be happening around here. So let's go on the worst case scenario. Let's imagine it's not happened yet. So if it's not happened yet, then we're going to be looking at something to be happening around the 2nd or the 3rd. 2nd or the 3rd. So any time in the next 48 hours. All right, and let's imagine it has just happened, and this was actually more accurate. Then it's just happened, and we've just broken above it. Which means we're doing a retest. So I'm going to come right down to the 15-minute. I don't normally like doing a 15-minute, but you can see we had a little breakout, a little retest, and a Kobo. So this is possible as well. Now, why am I sharing this with you? And why am I spending so much time talking about this? Well, because today is payday. And a lot of people are going to be getting SLP today. And if you're getting your SLP today, I want you to ask yourself, are you going to cash out your SLP today at 12 cents? Or are you going to wait possibly 2 days for it to go up to 15 cents? Because what you're going to be looking at between now and possibly the end of the day is a 20% increase in your, effectively in your wages. 20% increase is what we're looking at in the next 2 days. Now again, I might be wrong. This is not financial advice. I'm not a trader. But if I've bought SLP, and so I'm expecting it to go up as well. You know, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I've bought a lot of SLP, and I'll show you right now. My SLP is down. But you don't always get things right. It's not about always being right. It's about having an idea, because the only time I can tell you that you're absolutely wrong is when you guess with absolutely no research and no plan. If you just guess with no clue, you might get lucky. But at the end of the day, you have to have some plan. Whether the plan goes right or wrong, you can adjust. But having no plan is the worst. So look, I bought $4,000 worth of SLP. I'm currently down $1,000 on my SLP. I'm down 28%. I did not expect it to do what it's done. But I refuse to sell it. I did not put a stop loss in. I did not cash out of this trade because I know this is going to go back up. I'm confident. And it's my confidence in that going back up that allows me to hold it. And look, you can see I'm not wrong with a lot of the things that I do. I make good money on this. So if I'm wrong and Axie goes down, then Axie's dead. And I just refuse to believe that Axie's dead right now. So for all of the scholars out there, I urge you, if you have the ability, hold on for a couple more days. Just pretend that payday hasn't happened today. And when the money hits your account, don't just go and cash it in. Just, if you're absolutely desperate, cash in what you need. But if you can wait, hold on for a couple of days. Just hold on for this little pump to hit. Because what I want to happen and what I expect to happen is it to come up past this test and go up. Axie Infinity has a long road ahead of it. I do not believe this is the end of the road. What I believe has happened is that we have gone mainstream with Axie Infinity, okay, at the start of July. It had a massive pump of public interest here. And it's had a correction. Okay, it had a massive pump up to new all-time highs, and then it had a correction. And we know that by looking at AXS. Okay, we've only got to come along to AXS, come along to the daily chart, and have a look at what's happened. In fact, we can probably do it on a 1 hourly chart. Have a quick look. So if we come along and we look at AXS, I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. Here we go. All right, and then let's go all the way back to kind of beginning of July, back to June. Here we go. See, we can see what happened. We can see what happened here. So look, 1st of July, absolute crazy growth. I mean, we are talking since the beginning of July, the beginning of July, we are talking about 1,500%. 1,500% increase in Axie Infinity and AXS over the last 2 months. Over the last 2 months, that's crazy. Okay, it makes sense that we're going to have a correction. It makes sense that new people have come in. People have disrupted the marketplace. A lot of the volatility that we're seeing in SLP are people that have aped in without a clue what they're doing. They're like, oh, I'm going to breed. I'm going to make loads of money out of Axie. And they've jumped in without a clue. They've got wrecked. They've been burnt. And now they're just either holding or dumping or they're just trading. So we just need to understand what's happening, because while some people are playing this like a game, this is more than a game for you. Okay, this is not about playing a game. This is about you creating financial opportunity for yourself. And so it's my duty to be able to give you the best information that I can to allow you to make the best decisions for your life, for your family, for your friends, for your well-being, so that you don't cash out when this is at the bottom. All right, we want you to wait until it gets up to here, but obviously I understand you might not be able to wait. But in that case, I want you to at least catch one of the rungs on the ladder and not cash out at the bottom. So that's it. That's all I'm going to say on this today. It's an important day because it's payday. We're going to go through payday after this stream. By the way, to the 200 of you watching right now on Facebook, thank you so much. I'm trying to watch the notifications. It's really, really difficult because I'm only getting the Twitch chat come through and the YouTube chat. So all of you on Facebook, amazing, by the way, incredible. All of you on Facebook. And I see Dan, you're saying, like, when am I going to start playing Dota? We'll get back. I keep saying it. I know I keep saying it. We will get back to it. We will get back to it. Right now, my heart is in Axie and I want to help people. And so this to me is more of a mission than anything else. And I just haven't had an opportunity to play games. I mean, I've had a little bit of time on Warzone, but I just haven't really had much time. But I do need to get back into it. But anyway, guys, that's it right now. So with that being said, without further ado, why don't we bring in our beautiful, our amazing, our intelligent, our savior in the MMR space, the one, the only, ladies and gentlemen, it's Coach Cody. Let's bring Coach Cody in. We're going to give him a call right now. Coach Cody, can you hear me?
Hi, hello, yes, Steve.
Hey, Coach Cody, how you doing today, sir?
Doing good, thank you. Finally getting better.
Good to hear. Good to hear. So I'm glad that your health is getting better. That's really good. I'm a little bit worried about your emotional state right now. There's something that's concerning me, and I need to address this, and hopefully the public can help me with this, because I believe that some of our scholars have started to overtake you on the leaderboard.
I know.
That must hurt. That must.
Well,
I joke
it
because
actually, as a player, okay, yes, it I kind of feel bad, or it kind of motivates me to actually improve my game better. But
nice.
as a coach, I actually feel good since I know that my students are really learning from me and are able to reach more than what I could have achieved. So as a coach, I'm actually doing a pretty good job.
You are doing an incredible job as a coach. Amazing. And just as a human being in life, you're winning because you are helping people. You are making money by helping people. I mean, it's a win-win situation. And we do joke and we do laugh about the player side of things. And I noticed that you pushed up to 2,400 MMR today just to,
Yeah.
to kind of prove a point that you've still got it. It kind of feels to me... like Rocky versus, like, do you remember like the old Rocky films? Like when you used to have like Apollo Creed and Rocky and they get in a ring
Yeah,
and they fight.
yeah.
And it kind of feels a bit like that. It's kind of like, you remember how like
I have
Apollo
not given up yet.
yeah, he kind of taught him how to fight in a different way. I kind of feel like your scholars are teaching you how to look at things in a different way. Like I've started to see some plant backlines.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm seeing some very creative stuff coming out here with the scholars, but it's working. I mean, I'm looking right now and I can see 2,000 Felix, 2,000 MMR. I can see Miracle, 2,100. I can see definitely not Dits, 2,328 MMR. Kim,
Yep.
2,100 MMR. I can see Airs on 2,161 MMR. I mean, even coming down here, Ivan P,
Yeah.
2,154 MMR.
hmm
I mean, this is incredible. This is incredible. I mean, all of these scholars, some of them in their first week of
Yep.
playing,
hmm
smashing the 2,000 MMR bracket.
Yeah, I'm actually very happy for them as well. Um, it's amazing that, yeah, like for example, I think definitely not Fitz is just in his first week, but he is one of the scholars that actually attends our streaming sessions in Discord and even contributes. And I hope he also shares like what Miracle is doing on how he plays things, so other scholars can also learn from him because he might have a different play style. I'm not sure. I would like to learn from him as well, if possible. Maybe he can teach me some of his tricks as well, and maybe we can share it to the viewers.
I love that. That's amazing because here's the thing Miracle and Definitely Not Dits. I mean, I jump in the channel now and again. I see you guys. Like, you guys are active. And girls, you guys and girls are active. You're there. You show up every day. You support each other. You grind together. I love it. I absolutely love it. There are times I'll be sitting there working and I'll be doing the admin and working through the stuff, and I'll just have your live streams on in the background on another screen, and
hmm
it's just so warming to like hear you guys talking. And even though you're like, you're talking in Filipino, and I believe, is it like Taglit? I don't want to be disrespectful and get this wrong here, so I apologize. Is it Taglit you talk? Is it?
Yeah, Tagalog. Yes,
How do you pronounce that?
Tagalog.
Tagalog.
Yes,
Tagalog.
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 Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Tagalog. So even though you're talking in your language, like, I still love the fact that I can just have it there in the background. It's so
hmm
nice. It's so nice.
There's
And
a little bit banter, but a little bit banter
yeah,
is
but that's
really fun. So
good.
it,
Bit of
yeah,
banter's fun. Like, look, remember our core values, right? Have fun. Have to
yep,
be able to
yep.
have fun. And I think that even the people that haven't reached 2,000 yet, 1,641, 1,747,
hmm
1,704, Gracie, Descendants, Jeffy, all of you, like, our target was 1,500 MMR. That was our
Exactly.
goal.
Yeah, they are exceeding expectations like
Everybody is smashing
within two
expectations
weeks. Yeah,
within two
amazing.
weeks. And there's a couple that are just under, but even these people that are under that don't have the right team yet, these don't have the right team. They're still close. They're not far off.
hmm
And the
hmm
ones that are
Yep.
underneath that are kind of at the point where they're like, okay, we're not quite there yet. We're aware. Like, I look at this and I'm like, okay, you're sitting on 1,300 MMR. Let's have a look at your team. What can we change on your team to improve it? Because
hmm
some of these people don't even have the coordinator yet.
The coordinator. Love that
The
name.
coordinator, I'm telling you, the coordinator is OP. It's absolutely OP. I don't even know, like, where is, I'm looking for, here we go. So Kim, well, no, definitely not Dits. Definitely not Dits hasn't even got the coordinator. He hasn't even got the coordinator. He
I
hasn't
think
got Leafbug.
Miracle is using one.
Ah,
Oh,
see,
he's missing a piece. Definitely that bits. What
yeah,
plant is he
Dits is
using?
missing Leafbug.
Okay.
So he's using Silent Whisper. Silence Whisper, Rosebud, Pumpkin, and Cattail. Oh,
Ooh.
maybe we've just stumbled across something here. He's using, in fact, maybe Ditz has changed his lineup. I'm not sure. He's using Ronan, but he hasn't even got Biden's. Is that right? That might be a bug. That might be a bug.
Yeah, Silent Whisper is not really that meta right now,
No.
especially for frontline tanks. Yeah,
Let me
that might be a
refresh. Maybe
bug.
that's a bug in there. Maybe it's just not showing up correctly. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure Ditz had the right team. In fact, now it's making me want to go. It's making me question this now that I want to go and have a quick look. Hold on a second. I need to go and have a look now to see, because I'm pretty sure. That he got the right team. Ah, no, I see the problem. Hold on a second. Ditz. I am so sorry. Ditz. Something happened. I just need to address this right now whilst we're live on stream, because there's a problem. One of the Axies did not copy over. Hold on a second. One of the this one. Ronan does this sometimes. There are times when you do stuff and it doesn't work, and it's really annoying. Like you get the confirmation, but it still doesn't go through. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
I sent Ditz 10 Axie, but he only got 9 of them.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so now he has his 10 Axie. So now he should have
Wow,
his
so
10.
he reached 2,300 MMR with just 20 energies.
Yes.
What you're telling me, Steve?
Absolutely,
Wow,
that's correct.
okay.
He still does not have 40 energy. He should have had it
Wow.
today,
Okay.
but I got it wrong. Well, I tried to send it across to him. Yeah, that's all he's got. He does have leaf bug. Okay, so he does. I think he's just playing, or it's just a bug that is. This is just showing up free randoms and not the ones that he's got, because he has leaf bug, he has Ronan, and he has Biden's.
Oh, so he has our team. Okay.
He does have our team. Yes, he does. But he has some additional Axie, and they're what are showing up here. These are just additional ones.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah,
So it's random. You can't really pick which one. Okay.
He does have the coordinator. So, but this is incredible. Like, to say that this team here is, from when you recommended this team and we started to purchase it, it's had an incredible impact on everyone that's using it. I mean, you're incredible. I'm
Well,
awe at your ability to be able to generate so many good players.
Well, I'm happy to help you, Noob, Axie Scholars UK. And again, I don't want to take all the credit. Again, my target was just to get everybody up until 1-5 and maintain a 50% win rate. But apparently our scholars are really super scholars, and there's some that have even surpassed their coach already within a week. So amazing.
That is
Amazing.
incredible.
Good job,
I
guys.
told you at the start, we have super scholars. These guys are incredible. Absolutely amazing. So, guys, each and every one of you, this is just phenomenal. Now, I think we need to just point out today that we have, over the course of the last month, and when we go through this, what I need to reiterate, and this point is important, this is not a complete month. Some of the scholars jumped in on the 5th, 10th, 15th, 20th, 23rd. Not everybody joined at the start of the month. And so this is not a full and complete month. This is more, I would say, about 30 to 40% of what we're going to see next month. 61,000 SLP has been earned this month by the scholars. 61,000 SLP, which currently equates to $7,500 with today's low prices. At 12 cents.
Nice.
At 12 cents. So if this doubles in value, then that's already, even if it just goes up a couple more cents, that's like $10,000 that they've earned this month. It's incredible.
Wow. Incredible, yep.
It's absolutely incredible. And this is, again, the first month. So we're going to be doing this every 2 weeks from now on. But yeah, just to look at what everybody's earned this month so far. So on current, just a very quick run through. And this is, again, I can't stress this enough, guys. This is on current prices, which are low. Current prices, which are low. Felix, in fact, let's go through them in order really, really quickly. Basic, $333. Ain, $376. Descendants, $350. Shogun, $309. Miracle, $421. G, $190. Sneaky, $199. Strike, $106. Mikhail, $89. Gracie, $261. Be Humble, $278. Jeffrey, $103. Ivan P, $86. Air, $77. Definitely Not Dit, $78. And remember, these people have only just started. Marcus, $64. Kim, $73. Fade, $60. Felix, $116. Orky, $30. Mischief, $38. Snowy, $24. Yeza, $23. Raddy, $23. And Mackie Rider, $17. I mean, some of these people only started a couple of days ago. That's incredible. Like, those are the payouts that we're making today.
Nice.
I mean, that's
well done, everyone.
Yeah, that's incredible. So, Cody, I feel like we were going to do like this 4-week or this 4-part series about helping people get started. And I feel like we've done our first 2 weeks already. where we've
Yep.
covered the basics, we've covered something a bit more advanced. So
Hmm.
I'm wondering, obviously today, a great suggestion by yourself. What if we kind of did a recap, and
Yeah.
what about something special for the viewers? Would you be okay with sharing your screen and playing some games?
Yeah, sure. Let's go. So, since we already talked about the basics and how to actually improve your win rate, what I'll be trying to do is to show you on how my thought process is, and also how we can apply those that we taught, and you can try to mimic or check on how I do things, and maybe see what good habits I have, and also some mistakes that I could make, and then you can also learn from it. Okay.
Amazing. That sounds great. So, what we're going to get today, ladies and gentlemen, rather than another educational in the sense of a slideshow, we are going to bring down, and I'm going to do this right now. Okay, so let me just move my
Yeah, I'm
screen.
sharing my screen. Let me know
Yeah,
if you
I
already
can
have it.
see your screen absolutely perfectly. Let me just make that full screen. Move that to the side, and there we go. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to be quiet, and I'm actually going to let Coach Cody do a live coaching session from his own gameplay. And he's going to do this for
Yep.
you right now on his own account. So, Coach Cody,
Yep.
it's all you, my friend. Take it away.
All right. So to start off, I am playing an AAP as well, or an Aqua plant lineup. It's a bit different to what our scholars have. Let me just show you their skills. So for my plant, it's actually the same. So it's an October treat, vegetable bite for stealing energy, disguise for generating with zero cost, and then hot butt or spicy surprise to turn off the mouth of the opponent card. Okay, and then for the aqua, it's a sustain aqua, kind of like a semi tank, which has two anemones, which heals for 100 since I have two anemone parts, and then angry lamb, which deals 120% bonus damage, or 20, additional 20% damage basically if this Axie's HP is below 50%, and then All Out Shout, which is zero cast with no armor but high damage, and also inflicts 30% of this Axie's max HP to itself. So the reason I did this is because I want to control the HP of my mid Axie, to increase damage and also disrupt any plans the opponent has, since again he won't know if I'll be dealing damage or sustaining for a specific round. And then lastly, it's my finisher, which has Soothing Song, which, if you remember, sleep. The damage goes directly to the opponent's HP, ignoring any shield that the enemy puts up. That includes the card itself, which is here. It says 80 damage, and also the following card that will be used. So the ideal combo for this one, or the four card killer combo, would be Soothing Song, Star Shuriken, and then another set of Soothing Song and Star Shuriken, which is around, if I'm not mistaken, depending of course on what the type of axe you're attacking, is around 400 damage, give or take. So let's put this to test. So basically, the reason I went through it is one lesson that we had is to know your axes, know what combos you can do, and how you can effectively use them so that you can secure a win. So right now, I think I'm at 2,241. I was able to reach 2,400. Unfortunately, um, I have been unlucky in my previous run, so I went back to 2-2. But still okay, since at this MMR, whenever I get a win, it's still 21 SLP. So let's go.
So, Coach
Let's
Cody,
see.
can we assume that this is now called the Codinator version 2?
Actually, I want to get the axes that you guys have. The reason why I suggested that is because that's the axis set that I was gunning for,
Ah,
and why not share it to the team or to the scholars, so that because I already know that the capability of this set of axes. I mean, the one that they're using, the coordinator. So soon when I get the budget, I'll probably get the coordinator as well, and maybe show the scholars on how to actually use it
okay,
from my
okay.
own end. All right. So the enemy is running a triple aqua. Normally, these guys just go all in. The mid aqua of the opponent has a backdoor, so we have to look out for that. It targets the furthest axis. So whenever I feel like the opponent will be using skills on this one and going backdoor, I should put up some shield to mitigate damage. So for now, I'll just generate energy. This is the best play, and it just so happens that the opponent passed. So counting energy, I stole two. We all know that a game starts with three energies. So if I'm able to steal two, and then he gains another two every round, he just has three energy right now. Since this guy doesn't put up much armor, we could definitely go in for a kill. How many cards do we need? At least 300 damage to secure a kill. So I'm just gonna put maybe one aquaponics and then two. The reason why I want to kill this as soon as possible because he has tail slap, and I don't want him to generate any more energy because that would be very troublesome. Um, Let me see. Will he use some more? Just to be safe, I think yeah, I'll put it one more. In case he puts a little bit of armor, I would still be able. There you go. So he put 88 armor, so he would have survived. And since my goal is to really kill him first before he gets to my back lines, I had to ensure that I am able to kill him. So it was good that I was able to put two aquaponics instead of just one, therefore securing the kill on his first Axie. So for this one, we know that he used three energy and then one tail slap. So he has three energy again this turn. I don't think he would be able to kill me with a back door. So he's most probably going through the front this time. It is red HP or very low health, but I have a card which is October Treat, which put ups around 121 armor. So it's really good right now to just brick the enemy and then go for an all in later. Okay, let's see if he will pass or attack. Okay, he passed. Okay, so now he would have around, if I'm not mistaken, three energy plus two is five, right? So he has um, a potential on going all in. So for now, I just need to put some armor just so my back line would survive if he goes all in, and also secure a kill. So he can put up a maximum of 120 armor if he goes four cards with this one. Each card is 30, so that's 120. So I would need to put at least five cards. So for that, I wouldn't just do this. So this is five cards. This is around 500 damage, more than enough to secure a kill on this guy. And also this one has bulwark, very high shield. So I'm preparing the soothing song cards. That's why I'm not using them, even though I could secure a kill as well with this. I want to use these cards. That's my plan, basically, to use these cards later when he only has one Axie left. Okay. All right. No crits, which is good for me. And then there you go. That's around 300 damage and an incoming two. There you go. All right. So I still have three Axies. Um, I think it should go last stand if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it went to last stand. So for now, there's really nothing else to do. Just pass. Yeah. If I cast, I would just die. So just wait. Okay. Let him waste cards. He's not wasting any cards. So another trick for last stand, since last stand you won't get damage anymore, you could actually use cards that has effects with energy. Like for this one, if October Treat, the card or the Axie's shield does not break, he will draw a card. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm cycling the card since I want to get the burst damage here as soon as possible to secure the win already. And yeah, that's basically just it. I'll just wait for the. By the way, Bulwark deals 40% melee damage back. So I need Star Shuriken, which is this one, which is range. So I'm sure that my 40 health Axie on the back won't die. So let's just wait. Okay, cycling. So he went for Bulwark. Okay, still no cards. I think we could still go in for the kill if I am not mistaken. So for now, let's just do this. Okay, so the reason I'm attacking, I'm not waiting, is because I can actually secure a kill already with this one. And even if I don't kill him, I would still go first next turn. So I'm just trying to do as much damage as I could, um, and possibly kill him next turn. Actually, I don't have to use this one. I'll secure it for now, and then just go like this. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, all right. Now, even if I don't get the um, kill cards I need, just this 2 soothing song should be enough already. So I've basically secured the kill. All right, I even have the star shuriken, so we're good. That's it. That should be game. So even if you put up around 200 or more armor, since soothing song would just deal the damage to the HP, just this 2 cards is enough. So let's see. 85. There you go. Ignoring the shield, securing the win.
Wow. That was
Normally, the next level play.
Yes, Steve. Do you have something to add?
That was the next level play there, my friend. The next level play. That was... I'm reading the comments in the chat, and it's nice because I'm able to sit back and watch, and I agree, there is so much to learn from you. There is so much to learn from you. The way that you explain the game is so good. It's so easy to understand, but it's also so clever. I love the way that you explained how you use Soothing Song, and also the way that you're thinking, the way that you're looking. Okay, he can put up 120 shield, so I know I need to put that extra card out to secure the kill. You're not... You're removing as much variance as possible, and you're taking as much luck out of the equation as possible. So rather than thinking I might get lucky, you're saying I'm going to ensure and I'm going to guarantee the kill.
Yep. I think you mentioned this in a previous stream that we had. Axie is a lot like poker. Since you have poker, though it is a game of luck, you can also predict or have outs on, like, determine on what are your chances in winning. This game is much like it, since you can't control what you can draw, and you can't control what your opponent can draw, and you also can't control who gets criticals. But the things that you can control, like for example, you know how much shield an opponent can put up, and you can control on how much damage you can deal. So to secure and to ensure that you could kill an opponent, you can actually put an extra card or extra damage and just do a quick math. Basically, I do not know the exact numbers, but a rough average or a rough estimation on how much damage you actually need to secure a kill will really help.
Yeah, that makes a
I
lot
hope
of
that
sense.
makes sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I think chat's ready
All
to
right.
go again. All right,
Well,
ladies
before
and
we
gentlemen,
go on with another game, do you have any questions, chat?
I think they're just in awe at the moment of your ability to be able to slay these teams, even without the coordinator.
Actually, I have voiced this out that I feel like with the coordinator or with our team, it's actually easier to get a win on around 2,200 MMR, because there are a lot of teams that the coordinator can counter compared to my team. I was just actually lucky that the opponent that um, I got this stream is a bulwark opponent, and a bulwark opponent basically is setup or a team setup that highly depends on putting up shields, and my soothing song Axie specifically counters those kind of lineups. So at around 2000 MMR, I would say that certain teams could beat certain teams, and it's basically a little bit of luck on who you get matched up against, because everyone is, I could say, somehow on top of their game already, or at least know more than just the basics on how to win games, and you just hope that you basically counter your opponent, whoever you're matched up. I hope that makes sense as well.
Yeah, it does. It makes perfect sense. Coach Cody, just a quick question for you. If you were to pick one of the coordinator, the front, the mid, or the back at the moment, and I don't know if you've got any of that team that you're looking to get at the moment, but
Mhm.
what would be the card that you would look for first? Like if you had,
I
imagine
think.
you have a team. So I think this is really good. So for people that have a team, but they want
Mhm.
to change their team, and they can only afford to do it one card at a time, what would be the first
Mhm.
card that you would look to change?
I would get a mid aqua that has a higher burst potential against reptiles and plants because right now it's the current meta. Tanks are ruling the game right now, and you need a good um, damage dealer that can burst those tanks. So if you check my lineup, I don't have any beast or bug cards, as we have discussed before. Beast and bug have a class advantage against tanks, and yeah, so like for example, Ronin, that deals a lot of damage, almost 200, if I'm not mistaken, against tanks. So having just two Ronin and another card, a 100 damage card, could definitely kill 500 HP tanks. So
So
yeah, to answer your
that could
question,
make the
it would
difference. So
be.
having like a
Mhm,
Ronin, Risky Fish, Shoalstar, and a Nemo.
exactly. Yep.
Okay, so before we go into this next game, would you be able to just do me a quick favor?
Sure.
Would
What
you
is it?
be able to, on Discord, just send me, and I know you've done this before, but could you just send me your Ronin wallet, please?
Okay.
Because I'm going to send you over a Ronin right now.
Cool. Okay. It's just for this stream, right?
Well, let's see how we go.
You're full of surprises, Steve.
Full of surprises. So hold on a second. Let me just move this screen out of the way just for a second. So, chat, what Coach Cody doesn't know is during that last game, I bought him a gift. We've just bought him.
Oh my gosh.
We've just bought him an Axie. Hold on. I can't do anything with it at the moment. It looks like someone else might have bought that. Hold on, did someone else buy it instead of us? Someone else literally just bought that? Hold on. No, we definitely have it. It's definitely ours. There we go. Coach Cody, I need your Ronin wallet, please.
I already typed it in Discord.
Let me
Wow,
have
Steve,
a
you don't
look.
have to do this.
I know, but
Seriously.
let's see what happens. I think you've given
Okay.
so much incredible information, advice. You've shared. You've given an incredible amount of help to everybody so far. That you know, it's just nice to be able to help each other.
I'm happy to help. Honestly, I'm happy to help. You don't have to do this, Steve.
Well, let's just say this:
Maybe I can
when
just
you're in a
borrow it for now.
position, let's say this: when you're in a position to buy your team, then you can send it back, and I'll give it to a scholar. How's that?
Definitely. We'll do that.
I trust Coach Cody. I trust him. He has been so helpful to everyone in the community. There we go. Full of surprises, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly. Wow, Steve. So generous. Thank you so much.
All right. I think you're good to go.
Let me see if I already got it. There's a bit of the. Oh, it says here 18 on my end already. I only have 17 because I was breeding for my scholars as well. Let's see if I already have it. Let me sync.
What would Coach Cody
Still
do?
not here. Let me just turn this off and then turn it back on. Maybe I have to do that to get the Axie on the game itself.
Let's have a look. Okay, I'm
Where's
going to go back to
Mavis?
full
Here.
screen. There we go. A little bit different there, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit different.
Sync it.
There it is.
All right, here it is.
There it
All
is, ladies and
right.
gentlemen.
Thank you so much. Okay, let me see.
Lakad mo to, tol!
This one is
Normally,
55
normally.
speed. That is expected because it has one Ronin. And then Risky, Shuriken, and Tail Slap. Very good for bursting those pesky tanks. Let's go ahead and edit this test. So I hope I'm able to do justice for this gift. Now I'm thinking, what should I replace since I have two Nemos now? I think I'm going with my Koi this time because I just so happened have a Koi lineup here. This one, just to introduce you to this Axie, it has Spinal Tap, which prioritizes idle target when comboed with at least two cards. Risky, which increases damage as well, if you hit a plant and reptile, and then Cuckoo, which applies attack to this Axie, and then apply speed up using Koi. So now I think I should be able to beat those bird lineups that I used to hate with my old team or with my previous team. So let's go ahead and give it a try.
So I can
So
hear Ditz and Miracle and everybody else at the moment going, oh, because you've just got the Ronin card, which means you're going to get more MMR and you're going to catch them back up.
I hope so. I hope so. So, just a disclaimer: this would be a test. I haven't really practiced this, so but let's go ahead and try. So, opponent is a standard AAP, risky Ronin, very low damage, double running double Nemo. So we have the advantage on late game. For now, we just need to make sure we draw um our Ronin so we could burst this tank. So I hope we get it. Let's see. Okay, the opponent has passed. I'm not stealing any energy, so he should get 5 energy. There you go. There's the Ronin. So I only need 3 cards to do the Ronin combo. Um, best way to do it is to increase. By the way, the attack damage you should increase the most damaging card that you have basically. So it should be single combat, and then this one. Okay, and then we're gonna try to steal some energy from him as well. So let's see. Okay, the opponent has passed. Maybe he already knows he's gonna lose. Okay, so he had 5 energy. Now he only has 4, and plus 2 he has 6. So this time he might go for a back door. I'm sorry, not back door. He might go for an all in is what I meant. Um, 2 4 card definitely would kill me. Um, but let's say he doesn't go all in on both and he doesn't have all the cards he needs to burst me. I could just put in a brick. 1 brick should be enough, and then just save the cards and energy for later. So let's see. Okay, so he did go for an 8 card all in, but he won't be able to kill my tank with 1 Axie. So he would be needing to use 2 Axies for this. Okay. All right. So this time, he knows that my Axie is faster. Um, I want to make sure I get the kill for this one. Let me see. Now, I want to kill this one since if he goes all in on this, I would be able to negate his attack. So I'd go that way. Okay, let's see if my decision is right. And it is. Okay, now we have killed his Axie, the front Axie. Now we just need to make sure that we have enough damage for later. We know that this Axie will go second, whatever he does, if we don't attack him. So it's better to not attack and just use 1 Cockadoodle-Doo. This would ensure that I have a buff later on. And then even if, because guys, if this guy dies, all 3 cards would be given to this Axie. Even if I draw the Cockadoodle-Doo again or the Cuckoo again, I would still get 2 damaging cards, which is just what I need. If I use 2, I might get this Cockadoodle-Doo, two Cuckoos basically, or Cockadoodle-Doo again. So I don't want that to happen. So I only use 1. If I hope that makes sense. So he's gonna kill this. There you go. So I'm gonna get 3 cards. These 3 are random, but we are sure. See, I got the Cockle-Doodle-Doo again, but it's already enough. This one, this damage should be enough. So let's see. All right, and that's game. I was able to do justice for the gift that Steve gave me. So there you go. That's game 2-0.
Normally,
I hope
normally.
um it's a very different lineup. The opponent is heavy on damage and speed, but we are able to outsmart him and secure our kill by not just throwing random cards and making sure that each card we do or we have set up a plan. Like for earlier, we made sure that the Ronin is the one that we'll be using to kill the tank. Reason being is it deals a lot of damage, meaning we don't have to spend much energy and cards to secure the kill on his tank. So yeah, we're getting a lot of value, making sure that the Ronin Aqua is the one that kills the tank. There you go. 21 SLP at 2274. All
Nice.
right.
Very, very, very nice.
So should we run another one or do we
Oh,
have any questions from
let's
chat?
let's go. No, everyone is just loving watching this at the moment. This is like a Discord session, but on live stream. So by the
Okay.
way, if you're watching this on social media, if you're on Facebook or Twitch or YouTube right now, we have these sessions every day inside Discord.
Mhm.
Coach Cody is there every day. So if you're not in the Discord and you're not watching the live streams inside Discord, you are missing these exact
Out.
sessions.
Yep. Mhm.
Like we do
Yep.
this all
There's
the
a lot
time
of
inside the
things.
community. And I
A
think
lot of things we can learn together.
what we're going to do here, Coach Cody, is we're going to say if you can win your next game, we're gonna send you over a front line with Leaf Bug.
What? I already have the leaf bug, so no,
Oh, you
don't
have the
worry.
Leaf Bug
Just
already,
give it
yeah?
to the Yep.
Oh, you've
Yep.
got a Pumpkin Serious Leaf Bug Hotbutt?
Yep. That's the one
Perfect.
I was
Oh, so
using
the only
already.
one you're missing now is a Biden's backline.
Yep.
Well, then we're going to send you over a Biden's backline.
I got, I would like to can you just give it to the scholars? Because
Well, I'm going to give it to you, and when you're in a position that you can replace it with your own, then you can give it back to me, and we'll send it to a scholar.
okay, all right. Or maybe I is it okay if I choose like the next scholar for because there's a lot of scholars or
Ooh, I
not a scholar
like
yet.
this. I like this. Do you
Mhm.
know what? Yes. So what we're going to do is, okay, I am going to send Coach Cody the team. Coach
Mhm.
Cody is going to play with the team until he cashes out enough to purchase the team himself. I know it's difficult at the moment because some of the team that we're looking for, they're limited. Like I'm looking
Mhm.
right now, and one of Coach Cody's team, there's only 7 of them on the marketplace. It's really hard to get them. So here's what we'll do. I will give the team to Coach Cody to play with for now so that he can try to catch our scholars, in
Mhm.
the MMR, to give him a fighting chance to catch our scholars, our super scholars. And at a time when Coach Cody is able to replace that team with his own, he can then pick the next scholar and send those axes to that scholar.
Yep. Yep.
That seems
I'll be
fair.
picking a potential scholar from Noob. So if you're not yet in the Discord channel, please join us. I will be picking the most um how do I say it? The engaging scholar or the one that potential scholar
There
so
we
that I know
go.
that the team won't go to waste and he or she
I
definitely
love that.
would be able to use the team correctly.
So what you need to do if you want to be next on a special scholarship through Coach Cody, and you're not just getting any team, you're not just getting a coordinator, you are getting Coach Cody's coordinator. You're getting
Mhm.
the Axie that he has used himself. These are going to be
Yep.
limited edition Axie. In order to get hold of that team, all you need to do is show up.
Show up, please. Yep.
Every
Mhm.
day, show up, be in a chat, be supportive, be engaging, learn, and then show Coach Cody that when he gives you this team, you're going to apply what you've learned.
Mhm. Also, instead of me being able to purchase the Axie, I would like to set up a timeline so that the potential scholar knows when it's actually going to happen. So
Ooh.
today is the first, so I would say
Wait,
maybe
wait,
5 days. So on the 6th
wait.
Monday, I will be picking that scholar. Okay,
So can we confirm
so
that date one more time?
it will be on the 6th of September,
So
which
that is
is
less
on
than that's in
Monday.
5 days time.
Yeah, 5 days time. Even if I can't purchase yet, I think this team could help someone else better. With my current team, I know I'm having difficulties at 2,200 mmr, but I could still manage, and I'd rather have someone or help someone else with this coordinator that Steve is lending me.
Wow.
Easiest money of my
So
life.
guys, please join us 5 days, and we'll be picking a lucky scholar.
Ladies and gentlemen, 5 days. Every day you need to show up. You need to make sure you're learning. You need to make sure you're applying. Make sure you're engaging. And you could be in with the next scholarship. It's as easy
Yep.
as that. I love it.
So,
I love
but
it. Right.
I want to clarify, okay? I want to clarify. I won't be giving the Axie to you. I'll be lending it. You'll still be under
Yes.
Undisputed Noob, definitely, as a
Yeah.
scholar, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll
And
sort the
to own
details
that,
out. But
you
this
have
is
the
look, we're
same
doing this.
setup,
This is
basically.
not planned. This is not scripted. We
Yeah,
are
this is not
doing this
scripted.
on the fly. Like Coach Cody
I
had
am
no
so
idea.
surprised that
He had no idea
no
I was
idea.
coming to him with these curveballs today. He didn't know he was getting any Axie today. This was a
Yep.
surprise. I didn't know I was giving him any Axie today. This was a surprise for me too.
Wow. Okay.
It's good content though. We love it.
Everything's on the fly. Yep. All right. So will you be sending the backline, or let me just do one more game with this
I'll send them both.
lineup?
So you've got a full team.
Okay. All right. Wow. Wow. Hyped. Yeah, I'm so hyped.
This is what it's about, right? This is what it's about. Staying positive, being respectful, having fun. This is what we practice. All right, I'm seeing your Facebook at the moment, not your game,
Oh.
just so you're aware.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
That's okay.
Let's go. All right. So let me go ahead and queue now.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, how are we finding this, chat? Let us know. How you finding this? Are you enjoying the
Okay.
games?
So the opponent has Chomp, Surprise Invasion, Shroom Grace, and Venom Spray. So a poison with heal. We are at a disadvantage at late game, so we have to make sure that we could burst his two axes as fast as we could, and then save enough cards on our mid, hopefully, to burst the last axie as well, the reptile one. So for now, I think we could go for an all-in. The opponent has Cattail Slap, which would draw another additional card if hit with a bug or a beast. So let's just hope that he doesn't have it yet. But we have to go all in now so that we could shut off his mouth, gain as much energy as we could, and also draw cards. All right. So the opponent, okay. So he went all in as well and is able to draw using his hair dagger. So we won't be able to steal any energy, but we are able to gain with this guys and shut off the opponent's mouth. Okay. So the opponent, we know that he doesn't have enough energy. He only has 2 right now. So we could definitely go for an all-in. The best way is to generate energy still using the tail slap, risky for the buff, and then Ronin. Let me just show that. So tail slap for the energy, risky for the buff, and then improve the damage of our Ronin. So that would be around 200, and then securing the kill with Star Shuriken, so the opponent won't go into last stand. So let's see. All right. So we are able to negate 1 card, as you can see. He had 1 card here. That is
Oh,
most
with a
probably
crit.
there. That's a nice crit, and we are able to survive our tank because of that. So we are saving the Ronin that we know for this guy. And should we go in for the kill? Is the question. We can't go in for the kill yet, but we want to avoid this opponent to draw any more cards using Hair Dagger. So what we do now is use Cockadoodle 2 would be the best move. Wait, let me think if I could actually burst this guy. I don't think we could yet. So it's better to just let the plant die and then um hopefully get the kill later. Oh, the opponent passed. Okay, so that's good for us because that means that this Axie is still gonna share some cards instead of all the cards going to his back line. We are able to reduce. So he only has, I think, 5 cards, so 8 cards. By the way, this icon here is the card number on the last round for your opponent. So he had 3 again, so it's 8 now. So this time, what do? We want to deal some damage on his back line. How do we do it? I think this is the best move. Let's see if we are able to pull this off. Okay. All right. So he did not use any cards on his front, which is expected. We did try to get a bit of damage, but it's okay if we weren't, because we're still good. We have cards, we have energy. Too bad we did not get the Ronin combo. Should we deal some damage? We know that he is just going to heal, so it's not ideal to deal damage right now. It's better to just save cards. We're gonna hope that we get at least 1 card. Any card, even tail slap would be good. For the back line, I think we could use yeah, 1 cockadoodle do. Let's see. I hope he doesn't kill us, because if he does kill us, then we won't be able to use Ronin anymore, which is too bad. But since he used heal, he wanted to make sure that his Axie survives as well. We should live, and that's good for us. Okay, now is the time to kill the opponent. So this is around 300 damage. We have to make sure that we are able to remove the stun. Let me just show you that I am on stun. And then we have removed it with tail slap, 2 risky fishes, and then a single combat. So why did I use 2 risky fishes instead of 1 star shuriken and then risky? Reason being is risky adds additional 20%, so that's around additional 20 damage compared to just 115, which is just additional 5 damage. We are getting more value for this combo. So let's see. So mind you, we are at a disadvantage against a reptile tank, but since we are able to stick with our plan, like save Ronin for the back line as well, there you go, securing the kill. Boom. 3-0, guys. All right. I hope that is informative. We're at 2294, 21 SLP still.
I'm to the 20 SLP mark there. I'd like to think I had a helping hand in that for you. I like to think I
definitely
pushed you over the
Honestly,
edge there.
I might not be able to defeat that with my old lineup, because that opponent has heals, has Grassnik. If the other scholars could agree, most often than not, I lose against those type of opponents. But with the Ronin, breezing through the tanks and also killing the tank backline Axie, wow, I'm able to secure a win. So
amazing.
I wonder who I'm going to pass this lineup next to. I hope he enjoys this as much as I'm enjoying it.
It's going to be interesting to see, right? It's going to be interesting to see. Yep. So right now, we're getting some really good comments. Most of them just GGs at the moment, and people just absolutely appreciating your gameplay. And a couple of ladies as well asking if there's a ma'am Cody.
I'm sorry, what's man Cody?
Is there a ma'am Cody? Is there a Mrs. Cody? Is there a Miss Cody?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm already married. I have a 7-year-old son already.
I think I just heard hearts breaking all across Facebook.
Nah.
Ladies, I'm sorry. He's married. He's married. I mean, would you expect anything less, though, to be fair? I mean, he's good looking. He's intelligent. He's got free Axie. Like, who do you know that's got free? Like, that's... If you see... guys, right, let me just say, if you see a girl, okay, if you walk up to a girl and you're like, hey, how you doing? I've got free Axie. You're not single anymore.
Definitely.
It's as simple as that. You're not single anymore if you've got free Axie. And if you've got the Codinator, you're married. It's as simple as that. Can we do one more? Is it possible to do one more, do you think?
Of course.
We do one more game? 'Cause, I mean, the chat are loving this. They really are. And I am as well. And what I'm realizing in watching you, Coach Cody, is that I just don't know enough about this game. Like every time I think I know about this game, I watch you play and I realize that I know nothing, and I'm still so.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Steve.
No,
You
I
are
mean, I
improving.
just I
I've seen
realize
your games.
there's always and but that's what I love about this game is that there's always another level.
Something to
There's
learn.
always
Yes,
another meta.
true.
There's always another level. There's always another combo.
Hmm.
We're
And
not
even I
even
make
getting
mistakes.
started.
Yeah. Hmm. But the best thing to do is to practice. Again, what I'm doing, it's not that complicated. What I'm doing is just applying everything that I have shared already with the stream
Yep.
with you guys. So just make sure to put them all together. Practice what is what it's. I know it's cliche. It's what make things perfect. Keep
Yep.
practicing, guys. Reduce your mistakes. Emphasize on mistakes of your opponents and secure a win. That's how you do it.
Okay, right. I know a few of you are going to go for dinner, and that's good because don't forget you have to eat and drink. Remember, that's
Definitely.
important. Don't forget what Miss Shayla was talking about the other day when we're looking after our health and our well-being. You know, our physical and our emotional health. It's important. But what right now we're doing is we're just sharpening up our intellectual side of things, the gameplay side of things. Coach Cody dropping some
Mhm.
absolute bombs here. And let's see this last game. Can we get another win?
Okay. So for this one, we want to surprise the opponent. A lot of games are played aggressively here in high MMR. So the opponent has Night Steal. So our game plan here is to burst through these two tanks as fast as we could, since the opponent is using a beast, and we know that the a beast Axie has weakness against Aqua Axie. So if we are able to burst this two, that's basically securing the win already. So there you go. The opponent did pass. I think um there should be a little bit of HP left, like one more card. I- Okay. But we have three energy. The opponent has five. So what we do is secure a kill here. Okay. Opponent might actually use um might brick us. I think so. He might brick us. Just to make sure, I'll be doing 200 damage. Wait, this one. And then this. That's more than 200 damage. The most he could put up right now with 5 energy is around 200. More than 200 actually if he gets the card. So this basically secures it. There you go, 200. So we were able to predict that. We should be able to get the kill. There you go. And another 130. And then still have some buff for later. Okay, let's see. So we are able to negate 3 cards from the opponent. We are still alive right now. So our plan is to survive until we have enough cards for our backliners. So to do that, I need to brick the opponent, hoping that he doesn't have enough energy anymore. Um, would he be using Night Steal? Most probably if he has it, but he only has 2 energy. Actually, yeah, let's use it. Let's use one. Oh wait, no, we need it for the 3 card combo later. So yep, just pass for now. He
Coach
does
Cody,
80 damage. Yes.
One question. Can you explain the positioning right there? Like your positioning and the enemy positioning?
Oh, so his is actually a bit weird because what I suggest my scholars is to just have the axes on the same line, since the rule is whoever is closest would be the one attacking. So if I had my sorry, if whoever the closest is, that's the target that the axis will attack. So if I had my axis, this axis right here, then this opponent won't know which one it will attack since it's in the middle. So it's a 50-50 chance to hit the top axis and then the bottom axis. But since I have it lined up, then it's just the same thing. So but for my scholars, I would like to suggest to just keep it simple and ensure that your two-hitter Axies or damage-dealing Axies are in front. Okay. He is able to nullify damage. There you go. That's the lovely crit. He already used 2 jar barrages. So as long as he doesn't hit a crit, we should win the next game. I mean the next round. So he doesn't hit 2 jar barrages. We don't want to ignore this Axie. What I mean is to do a backdoor. So we have to ensure this. And actually, it would be a lot better if we just do this. This secures or deals more damage actually. So let's just this. Okay. The reason why is I want to have as much cards as possible at the back line since he would be able to kill it with his beast. There you go. He is going to steal, but we're still okay. Since we have a buff, we probably get a no cuckoo. Okay. So we have to have as much armor as we could. Hope he doesn't land a crit. Let's see. He has 4 cards. We should survive if he doesn't land the crit. Fingers crossed. Okay. 125 and then 130. 129. All right, so we got a win
Nice.
again. So to make sure that we secure the win, I'll just put more armor. There you go. And very high damage. Oh, wait, let me do this instead. There you go. So even if he goes, there you go. So 23. So the reason I did this is so that we are able to ensure that he doesn't go into last stand. All right, that's 3-0. Thank you so much for this win. Steve, great lineup. I love this. Ronin,
Amazing,
it
Coach Cody.
makes it easy to
Amazing.
burst through those tanks. Amazing.
Amazing. The difference that one card can make in a game is incredible. Coach Cody,
Definitely, yep.
amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, thank you, thank you. Well, again, if you feel like you like our content, please join us in our Discord channel. Again, mark your calendar. It's on the 6th. I'll be picking the most active, most contributing potential scholar, and yep, you'll be using this team basically.
Amazing. This is incredible. Wow, guys. Okay, this is on you now. This is over to you. There's a lot of you that keep coming up saying, I want a scholarship, I want a scholarship. Well, now you know how to get one. Okay, you need to, it's not about luck anymore. It's not about timing. It's about showing up. It's on you. If you make the effort, if you show up, if you contribute, if you learn, if you ask good questions, if you engage, if Coach Cody can see you making an effort, then you'll be in his awareness. But if you go in and just, like, here's the thing. If you go in and just start spamming, then you're going to get ignored. This is not about spamming. Don't go in and spam. Don't go in and try and game the system. Like, we're not silly people, right? We know what people do to try and get scholarships. We want to make sure that we reward the people who deserve it the most. Okay? And what Coach Cody is saying is that he wants to give this team to someone that's going to use it well. And I get that. And it's on Coach Cody. It's his choice. So have we got any questions before Coach Cody leaves us for the day? And I'm so grateful. I think it's been amazing to recap on everything that we've learned so far. So energy. We have to count energy. We have to count cards. We have to look at the axes of the enemy team so we can see what they've got before the start of the game so we can plan a step ahead. And if you're in doubt, if there's ever any question, what should I do next? Just ask yourself, what would Coach Cody do?
I love the sticker, guys. Can I get a shout out? Whoever made that sticker, thank you.
Who did make the Coach Cody sticker? That was incredible. What would Coach Cody do? And to answer that question, if you're not sure, he'd probably pass. Okay, so there are a couple of questions coming through in the chat.
Yeah, go ahead.
So one of them here says, what if your opponent gains HP cards? What do you do next? What if your opponent has gain HP cards? What do you do next?
Yeah, that was actually our second match. The opponent has healing capabilities. So what's the counter for opponents that could heal themselves? It's to burst them. Make sure that you don't do like 2 cards or 3 cards damage, because that would just basically in turn um, bring value to your opponent's heal card. So what you want to do is to save your card and energy, let him heal. Like what the opponent earlier in our second match, he went all in and he put in heals because he was expecting us to deal damage. Little did he know that we know that he's going to heal and basically just waste an energy for that heal and waste a card for that heal. So then by the time that we are able to gather enough energy and cards to do the all in, basically even if he puts in 4 heals, that's no use since we already killed him. Does that make sense?
And that does. That makes perfect sense. So what he's saying is the best way to deal with that situation is to burst. Save
Burst
your
them.
energy,
Yep.
save your cards, and then burst.
If you can't burst them, even if you die, it's better to just pass so that the next cards would go all to the remaining Axie and you have enough energy rather than just trying your luck on crits and doing 2 damage or 2 energy all ins. 2 energy all ins won't kill tanks or opponents with heals. It has to be at least 4 cards or up.
Yep, that makes perfect sense. So another question here. Have you thought about joining Yield Guild Gaming as a coach?
As a coaching, right now I already have my hands full with Noob. So if they would contact me, I would have to think about it. But right now I'm just mainly focusing on Axie Scholars UK.
Amazing. Hashtag Ems, EMS. It was Ems that made your sticker for you. So hashtag
Oh, it's Ems.
EMS
Actually,
in the
Ems
chat. Ems, thank
made
you.
the slide presentation as well. If you can
Yes.
recall the second one, yep.
Yeah, see, I
Very
love this.
helpful. Thanks, Ems. Shout out to you.
Just having a quick look out. All we need to do is to know our team and what is the strength and weakness. Absolutely, that's right. So many thank yous. Thank you, Sir Cody. Thank you. What is your opinion on plant reptile, plant poison meta last season? I heard you on stream on Discord that you want poison to be nerfed.
Oh yeah, because right now on the top, even I think the top 1 to 5 are all using poison. If I'm not mistaken, it's because there's just so OP like grass snake. It's for just imagine it's a 0 cost card that deals 2 poison ticks and has damage and armor as well. So in terms of energy management, also card management, and then dealing damage, poison, what how it deals damage is every card play, the poison tick will deal damage multiplied by 2 to whatever that poison tick is. Sorry, multiplied, yeah, by 2. So if you have 5 poison ticks, it will deal 10 damage per card. So if in a round, let's say there's 8 cards play and you have 5 ticks, that's around 80 damage already. A lot of damage.
That
And
makes a lot
for
of sense.
basically that's just zero energy costs.
And I
The
think
grass
it's
snakes.
worth mentioning as well, like there will be meta changes. There will. They
Hmm.
will nerf cards. They will buff cards. It's no different to Dota. They will find the meta. They will change it. Not only just to balance the game, but also to keep it interesting so it doesn't get too boring.
Yep.
You
Yep.
don't want
Or
that.
else everybody will be running poison die-ups.
Yeah, I mean, it happened in Warzone a while back. Like, every single person you killed would drop a growl because the growl was just the OP gun. It was like everybody
Mhm.
wanted the growl. And in Dota too, it's the same. Like, people run the same lineups. And it's
Yep.
normally when people do that, it's the people that can think outside the box. They're the ones that really can stand out. So you need
Yep.
to be able to look at the game from a different perspective. A different
Mhm.
question has just come in. Have you considered playing in any tournaments?
I actually considered joining YGG. Unfortunately, you have to have a team for that. Um, I wasn't able to get or gather enough team because if I get the scholars from uni, we are basically running almost the same lineup AAP. So for us to actually have a chance, it would be better if we were using a different set of teams and also some extra axes. I think UNoob would definitely, or University Undisputed Noob Scholars, or our team, basically our organization are aiming to join esports soon, but right now we're just focusing on onboarding a lot of scholars as much as we could, as fast as possible.
Yeah.
But soon, maybe, yeah, we'll
Well,
target
yeah,
into
and I want to
having
echo
extra
on those
teams.
points because I think this is
Mhm.
a good question. I am more than happy to sponsor the esports team and to provide the Axie required to compete. So when the time comes that the competition that Coach Cody feels is the best one for us to enter, Coach Cody will be leading that team into the esports arena, and we will
So
be forming a
excited.
team, and we will be
Mhm.
providing all of the resources required to give us the best chance.
Mhm.
So that's coming.
Yep.
That is coming. We're going to be doing that, ladies and gentlemen.
Hyped.
And we're going to be looking as well, the people that stand out in the community, the people who are playing the game to the highest level will be cherry picked to join the
Yep.
esports team.
Definitely. I
That's
already have people in mind.
Yeah, see, Coach Cody's already looking at people. He already knows, and I know he's not going to share anything right yet. But we know the people who are, and here's the thing: you don't have to play this game to the highest level. Okay, it's fun, it's enjoyable, and it's good to be able to do that, but it's
Mhm.
not required. We are not an organization that requires you to grind SLP every day. You need to be able to make enough SLP to use the account so it's not wasted. That's it.
Mhm.
That's our only request, because otherwise it would be better in the hands of another person. So as
Mhm.
long as you can grind 100 SLP per day, which with the teams that we provide, it's even I can do it. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. So as long
Yep.
as you're able to do 3 to 4 hours a day, 5 days a week to do 100 SLP, and it doesn't even need to be that long. I mean, you can probably do 1 to 2 hours and gain 100 SLP. It's
True.
totally
Yep.
possible. I mean, I've done it in an
Oh,
hour, so I know it's possible. But if there's not pressure here. For those that want to be competitive, for those that want to push themselves, for those that want to earn more, the opportunity's there, but it's not required. And I want to
yep.
stress that point because we are all about people before profits. Okay, we talk about it all the time. Everybody knows hashtag people before profits. That's our motto. And that's not just our motto, it's the motto that we want to echo throughout the entire community. And I'm not talking about our community. I'm talking about the Axie Infinity community. I want every other scholarship, every other manager out there to think people before profits. I want everybody, no matter who they are, if they have scholars, I want them to ask themselves, what would Coach Cody do? I want those things to.
What would Steve do?
What would no? Well, what would Steve do? Steve would just give Coach Cody more Axie because that's how you win. But people before profits. What would Coach Cody do?
Definitely.
People before profits. Like these,
For profit.
we talk about it
Amazing.
all the time because it's so important.
Yep. Yep.
Carl says I've been playing
All right.
I've been playing 18. I've been playing. Oh, I'm 18 years playing online games. For me, is basic. I'm not good, but I already know all cards and I read all counter attacks. Well, Carl, that's amazing. And see, that's the power of just being in the live sessions and watching and listening. You learn.
Mhm.
Even before
Yep.
you get a team, you can watch Coach Cody, you can learn. And this is what he's saying. If you do that, if you show up, if you ask more questions, if you're in the Discord, if you join the live streams, you'll get noticed and you'll in with a chance to get this team.
Yep.
Just 5 more days,
All
and then
right.
Coach Cody's going to announce, and we'll do it live on stream.
Live on stream.
We'll do
Yep.
it live on stream. We'll pick the scholar, and we'll load up their account, and we'll give them access, and they'll get everything live on stream. Amazing.
Hype.
One more question. Last one is: what is your opinion on numbing Lecturon plus reflect range attack combo?
Okay, all right. So for the numbing Lucretian, that for me it's way too overpowered. If you know, there are cards like Hot Butt that shuts off like one part, which is the mouth, Kestrel, which shuts off horn cards. Numbing Lucretian, it shuts off all melee cards. And there's a lot of Axie lineups that have just melee cards. So basically you just having that card is basically game already or an instant win. So I believe they should definitely nerf that card. My idea is since it's on like there's no turn off or disable tail and back yet, maybe they could target that body part specifically, but having the capability to disable like not just one part but all parts, it's way too overpowered. So definitely should be looked into.
Okay.
And what's the other question? The reflect?
I've lost it now. Let me see if I can go back and find it. It was there's so many people. Hashtag Coach Cody. It's just completely overwhelmed my chat.
Okay, well,
Everyone
the
is just
reflect,
hashtag
let me
Coach
just
Cody at the
explain.
moment.
Mhm. There is two reflect cards, which is catapult, tiny catapult, which reflects 40% damage of range cards, and also bulwark, which we battled on the first game, which gives a high shield, low damage, but reflects all melee cards by 40%. So those cards, although they seem powerful, you could actually play around those. If you basically just pass, like if you expect your opponent to use bulwark, they're basically just be spending one energy for 20 damage if you don't hit them with any melee attacks. Or same goes with tiny swing, if you don't hit them with any range attacks, then you won't get any reflect. So it's basically just knowing what your opponent could do and making a counter play against it. So there, it's still manageable for me. Yes, it seems OP if you don't like if you just skip casting cards. Like, okay, I have melee cards, I go all in, but you know that the opponent's still holding two bulwarks. That's on you. That's basically not on the card. It's not an overpower card for me, since as I've shown, I was able to win since I know that the capability of the bulwark, and I came up with a plan or a strategy to defeat that specific effect.
Yeah.
So I hope that makes
And
sense.
I think that comes down to experience. The more games you play, the more the more you face
Oh,
these
definitely.
cards, the more
Mhm.
you have to find these
Ways to
alternative
counter.
ways to deal with them.
Mhm.
Amazing. Coach Cody, as always, thank you so much. I am beyond grateful for everything that you share, your time, your energy, your experience, your knowledge. So grateful.
Well, thank you as well for giving me the chance. Yeah, I'm so happy that I went into that one stream and finally had the courage to ask if I could be a coach for Noob, and I haven't regretted a day
Nope.
of joining
Same
you
here.
guys.
I
Thank you so
can't
much.
say that. I mean, we were looking. Here's the crazy. So this is where I believe in things like the law of attraction and manifesting things. Is that we had already set the intention. Myself and Fitzy had already talked that we needed to bring somebody knowledgeable into the game to help the scholars. So it was already in our awareness. We wasn't actively looking, but we knew we needed to. And you appeared at the moment that was just absolutely
Wow,
perfect. And
amazing.
I even if I could have spent weeks or months of researching, I could have done interviews, I could have gone through an entire onboarding process to try and find the perfect coach, and none of them would have come close to you.
You're so
And I
kind.
mean it, you're
Thank you, thank
incredible. You're absolutely incredible. The community love you. We love you. I personally love you. I think you're incredible. I trust you. I mean, I don't give Axie to anybody unless they're my scholars.
you.
I do it because you give so much. You build everybody up around you. I mean, just look at our leaderboard. I mean, how many
Yeah.
I really underestimated our scholars when I said I'll give 40 energy and a VIP scholarship to those that can hit 2K. I've got
You'll
no
be
Axie
running out
left.
of.
I don't.
Yeah.
So, chat. The reason that Coach Cody shared his screen today is because I don't have any Axie left. I've given them all away. Like, so many people have hit 2K MMR that I don't have any Axie left. I've given away 100 Axie to scholars within the teams so that they can have 40 energy. There's nothing left for me to play with. Look, I love it. I love it. It absolutely fuels me up. You know, myself and my partner, we sit and we talk about Axie at the dinner table. It's consuming our lives at the moment. You know, we talk
Me
about
too.
things that we can do and how we can help and make things better. You know,
Hmm.
we're just at the start of this journey. We're just at the start of this journey, and
Same
today's a
thing with
special
me and
day.
my wife. By the way,
Yeah.
shout out to my wife, Joy.
Oh, Joy, absolutely. Joy. So I don't know if everyone's going to be happy about that because some people are going to feel sad. You know, there was some hopefuls there. A lot of people saying you have a very cute voice. A lot
Wow,
of
thank
people
you.
like your voice, Coach Cody.
Really now? Okay.
A lot of people like your voice. And now you've got your own sticker. I mean, you've got free Axie, you've got your own sticker. I mean,
Complete package.
He's the man. He is the man. Yeah, I'm
All right.
grateful. I'm so grateful to you. Thank you.
Well, thank you
I'm
as well, Steve. Again, thank you guys for joining us again today. See you guys next week. Oh, by the way, on the 6th, sorry, not just next week, on the 6th, definitely we'll be choosing our next scholar. Um, yeah, thank you so
Yep.
much. Have a
That's
great
Monday the
day.
6th. So Monday the
Yep.
6th. Well, do we want to do this on the 6th or should we do it on the 8th?
Yeah, just the 8th then, since
Well, because 8th
Wednesday
is
is
a
our day.
Wednesday and that'll
Yeah.
be our next Coach
Yep.
Cody session.
Actually, that makes more sense. Yep.
Okay.
8 it is then.
Earl
Sorry, we're
says, marry me,
adjusting
Coach
on the fly
Cody.
since we didn't really plan any of this, guys.
Okay, no. Like, that's good. So we're going to do the 8th. So you've got 2 extra days to show up. Okay, you've got until the 8th.
Yep.
Until the 8th of September. So exactly 1 week from today. Exactly 1 week. 7 days from today. We're going to pick the next scholar who's going to get the Coach Cody team. And Joy, is that you, Joy? I can see your wife
Yes,
in the
that's
chat.
my
She's
wife.
here.
Yep.
Amazing.
My very beautiful wife.
Wow, Mrs. Coach is in the
She
chat.
always watches our stream. Yep.
Oh wow!
She's
Well,
very
she
supportive.
should be proud. You are incredible. You really are. We absolutely love what you're doing. Hashtag proud wifey here too. I'm also a proud wifey. Joy, so grateful to have you here. Thank you so much, and for the support because here's the thing. There's a lot of partners that don't support people who play games. And there's a lot of partners that don't support people in what they're trying to do. So if you're pursuing this as a career opportunity or you're trying to make a difference in the world, you have my absolute support. Okay? Absolute support. So I want you to know that sometimes family, parents, partners, they don't understand. But you have to do what's right for you. And if you can find those people that support you, it makes all the difference. You know, you can't choose your family, but you can choose your friends. And you can make your own family. And I think that's one of the things that we can strive to do here. And I think that Coach Cody and his beautiful wife Joy, I think they personify that beautifully in their relationship and the support that they have for each other here. And I love that. So hashtag Coach Cody one more time in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Cody, thank you so
Thanks,
much
guys.
for today's stream.
Enjoy the rest
Thank
of your
you.
evening.
I need to go and practice.
Bye, Steve. Thank you again.
I will see you in Discord. Take care, my friend.
Definitely. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, how do we feel about today's stream? How do you feel? Are we good? Are we excited? I mean, this is only half of what today has to offer because what an incredible stream. Not only to learn about what Coach Cody can teach us, but also to see it. Like, I mean, there's one thing talking. Okay, talking is one thing, but action. Actually seeing the action. Seeing the difference in time. This is what Coach Cody does. So look, we're going to go through this just one more time because right now, I want you to see this. I want you to understand what we're talking about here. So let me just change this screen, put this in order. And look, if you're just joining us, the power, the absolute power that Coach Cody has within the community is that he is able to take some of our players, okay, and get them above 1500. That was the goal. It was always the goal, above 1500 MMR. Okay, that was always the goal. But when we see the players here, you can see 2100. Okay, if we scroll down, there's still a 1500 here, 1450 here. Okay, and some of the players without the right team, we're working on this. But as we get down, and look, this is in the order that people joined mostly. So when these players at the start here, it's not their fault if they're low MMR. They just didn't have the right team. They don't have the coordinator. Okay, like Basic's not playing with the coordinator. Okay, when you look at people like this, you realize that it's not their fault. Strike is not playing with a coordinator. It wasn't until about 12 or 13. It was 13 actually. Yes, so Jethu has it now. But Ivan P, I believe, was the first player where Coach Cody introduced the coordinator. So everybody above Ivan, the first 12 scholars, we're working really hard to try and replace their Axie whilst also bringing in new scholars. There's a balance and we're trying to manage that. But look at the MMR from 30. Now, this is the latest people to join. 2,154, 2,161, 2,328, 2,102, 2010. All right. And then obviously these are new people that have only just started. So I get that. It takes a little bit of time. But this Codinator, this is a legit team. It's powerful. It's caused the scholars to generate 50,000 SLP. And again, look at the timeline. All right, so Basic joined on the 28th, okay? AIM joined on the 30th. Descendants on the 1st of August. So when we launched for 1 month ago, we had 3 scholars. We had 3 scholars. Okay, and then we brought in Honorable Shogun on the 3rd. So not even a full month, less than a full month. And then it was a gap until the 15th. We only had 5 scholars for the first half of the month. 5 scholars without the best team for the first half of the month. And then on the 13th, we brought in 2 more. And then on the 22nd, we brought in 2 more. Gracie come in, definitely not in 1970, but these 2 obviously are a bit broken. But they come in around the same time. And then again, it wasn't until the 23rd, and then we brought in the team. So then Coach Cody came on board with the team and allowed us to look at the Codinator, and that happened on the 26th of August, 1 week ago. This was 1 week ago. 26, 26, 26, 26, 26, 26, 27, 29, 29, 29, 29, 29, 29. These people have been in less than a week. Imagine what next month is going to look like. This is what we've been able to do with limited people, with limited teams, with limited knowledge for less than half a month. We are going to more than double this next month. And we're going to bring in more scholars. Okay, we're just getting started, ladies and gentlemen. This is month 1. And remember, we are going to be paying out every 2 weeks. Okay, every 2 weeks. So, I'm going to go now. The reason we're going to go now is because I'm going to go and do payroll. We are going to get all of the scholars paid out. Everybody today is going to get paid. If you have given me your Ronin wallets, we will pay into your Ronin wallets. If you have given me your Binance accounts, we will pay you directly into your Binance account. We are going to look at this because it's the first time we've done it, so we're going to do it carefully. We're going to make sure that it's done right. But yeah, we're going to spend the rest of the day focusing on that today. Then we are going to look at the markets over the next few days. Remember, if you do get paid today, I can't stress this enough. I really want to make a point of this, ladies and gentlemen. If you get paid today and you don't need, there's not an absolute need to cash in, then I recommend holding. Hold your SLP for as long as you can because the price will go up. Okay, it will go up. I have absolute confidence it will go up. So just the longer you hold it, the more it will be worth. Okay, so just take out what you absolutely need, leave the rest, just for now. Okay, and at a point when the price goes up, then you can cash out for some more money. All right, and for those of you that are interested in further financial health and wealth above and beyond just a paycheck, then you need to look at investing. So I would suggest that you consider a percentage, maybe 10%, maybe 20%, maybe 50%, depending on what you can do. And I would take that percentage and I would put that into either AXS or Ether or ADA. So either Cardano or Ether or AXS or Bitcoin, but put it into something that's got long-term wealth, long-term growth. Okay, that's what you want to be able to put it into. SLP is not a cryptocurrency that you should hold for long term. SLP is just going to go up and down. It's going to stay around a level between 10 to 40 cents. I don't see it going up or down much lower than that, but that's a range because it's a utility token. It has a purpose. AXS, that's the governance token. That's the token that is directly impacted by the success of Axie Infinity. So if you think Axie Infinity is going to do better than it currently is, then buy and hold AXS. If you're not that confident and you'd rather put it onto Ether to support the network, then Ether is solid. Ether's not going anywhere. Put it into Ether. Cardano is like Ether, but like the next level. It's the new platform that's very cheap at the moment. I mean, you think that Ether right now is $3,000 per coin. ADA Cardano right now is under $3 per coin. Imagine if ADA goes to $3,000. If you buy one ADA for $3 and it goes to $3,000 in the next 4 years, that's incredible. Think of the wealth that you can generate. So maybe just say, do you know what? I'm just going to put $30 aside. I'm just going to buy 10 ADA and hold them. And then if nothing happens, then what? You've lost $30. But if that $30, if ADA become $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, like it could, then you have to ask yourself, like, what is the possibility of you creating wealth far beyond just earning SLP in a game? Okay, we have to look beyond. So that's what I want you to be able to do here. This is what I'm looking for our scholars to do. We've been educating you throughout the month. We've been helping you throughout the month to make these decisions. Okay, so we're going to do the payday now. We're going to go away. We're going to pay out that entire, well, what we can pay out. Obviously, SLP is locked for 14 days. So there are some people that I appreciate won't be able to get paid today, which is why we'll be doing another pay run on the 15th. But for those that started at the beginning of the month, there will be a payday today. We'll be doing that today. And we're going to go and do that now. So from me, from the rest of the team, everybody here at Axie Scholar UK and Undisputed Noob, I thank you. Thank you for your time, for your likes, your comments, your engagement, your support, your encouragement, your attention. You're like family. Okay, we love you all, and we wouldn't be here without you. So I don't know why that didn't change. I'm sitting here looking at that camera, and you're looking at the back of the head. I don't know why, but yeah, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you. I respect you, and I'm grateful that we're all part of this family together. And I'm excited to see where we go in the next month. Okay, we're just getting started, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm off to pay everybody. I will see you back here on Friday for the next stream. Until then, stay lucky, stay healthy. Remember, respect, positivity, and last but not least, have fun. I'll speak to you soon, everybody. Take care.